Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be where the narcissist continues to go wrong. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So the narcissist is always going wrong. They make some of the most inopportune decisions, and they make decisions that blow up their own lives and those lives of those around them. You see, the narcissist cares about one person, which is themselves. They don't care about anybody else. What they care about is what they can take from other people, which includes how they can weaponize children against their spouses, how they can parental alienate their parents or grandparents, how they can take from their friends, how they can be the narcissistic boss and not give a person the raise or the promotion or the pay upgrade that they deserve, because the narcissist is self-serving. They want to inflict as much damage upon anybody that they come across. And this is how the narcissistic abusive cycle continues to go around and around and around. It goes around in a loop of destruction, of misery, of misdirection and confusion and chaos. But where the narcissist continues to go wrong, it's because they don't believe that anybody will ever figure out who they are. They don't believe anyone ever will see behind the mask. And if somebody does see behind the mask, what they usually do will either remove themselves from the narcissistic relationship, learn more about it, or call the narcissist out. But any way that the person, whatever they do, it doesn't benefit the narcissist. So the narcissist needs enablers. They need flying monkeys. They need people around them. And when the narcissist is running dry on supply, because this is what happens to them, specifically at the ending or the latter stages of their life, they become the aging narcissist. When this happens, it's too late for the narcissist. They've already blown up too many relationships. They've already created too many wedges between people and anything that mattered to them. And so why the why the relationships always go sideways and why they continue to make mistakes, it's because they flat out don't care about anybody. They don't think the way you think. They are not people that want to raise or elevate other people up. They do not have other people's best interest at heart. They want to take whatever they can because they are always in competition with people, and they want to inflict as much devastation and destruction in people's lives as they can. The narcissist many times actually does contemplate, and they plan out how to get in relationships, how to keep people stuck in the relationship longer, and how to exit the relationship. And now if you were in a stable, healthy relationship with a person, it would happen organically. You would meet them, not even looking to enter a relationship. Usually that's what it happens. And then the two people would connect, and then maybe they start a friendship, and the friendship maybe turns to romance, and one thing leads to another. I get that. That's not how the narcissist looks at these relationships. Let's say it was a romantic relationship. What they look at is, who are the people I'm vetting? Who are the people I'm grooming to become worthy to be the next supply? Maybe I'm acting like I'm the narcissist, and believe me, I'm not. Maybe I'm grooming 3 or 4 people at the same time. Well, which one of those people will step up to the plate? Maybe it's person number 4. Okay, well then I'll put more energy and effort into that person, and I'll keep the other 3 people dangling on the hook, thinking that they're gonna have an opportunity to spend time with me, but they won't, because I will just continue to toy with them, and they'll stay stuck in the narcissistic fog until they figure something out. But then number 4 person, that person that they now entered the relationship with, that person is most likely a kind, loving, stable, healthy person, and they want to enter a romantic relationship with a like-minded person. But what they don't know is they just entered a relationship with a toxic person who was grooming them, who doesn't care about them. They only care about what they provided. They only care about how much money they have in the bank account. They only care about the resources they have or the access to beach houses and yachts, etc. that they have. This is not a healthy, stable relationship in the beginning, in the inception at all. What it is, it's a toxic, challenging relationship that is built on a house of cards. It's built on smoke and mirrors, and it's built on manipulation. And once the narcissist knows that they have somebody placed in the trauma bond or the narcissistic fog, or they have them in a pivotal or vulnerable position, this is when they begin to pull back. This is when they begin to twist the knife, if you will, and they begin to really inflict more and more damage on the target, i.e. gaslighting, stonewalling, silent treatment, rage fits, etc. But all these things happen until they don't. Because why the narcissist continues to implode and they continue to not live their best life like they want you to think, it's because inside of their tiny little pea brain, the narcissist pea brain is that little Hollywood script that's running around, and it's going around in a loop. And that loop says that I am indestructible, I am powerful, I am important, I am needed, I am the man, I am the woman, I am the best person in the world. This is what the narcissist tells themselves. This is what they feed themselves. The narcissist feeds themselves a steady diet of nothing but toxicity, nonsense, ego boosting, junk food, if you will. They don't nourish themselves with abundance, with growth, with health, with happiness, with fortitude, with commitment, with dedication, with honesty. That's not what the narcissist has. That's why they look for people that have those attributes and they try to take from them. And there is an energetic connection here between the narcissist and between the target of the narcissist. The narcissist wants to dump all their toxicity into the target, and the target, unbeknownst to them, is consuming all the toxicity, and they're blaming themselves for the relationship. They're blaming themselves for the circumstances of the narcissist, and they're thinking that they can fix that relationship. Well, we now know there is not one narcissistic relationship on the planet that is fixable. They are all destined and doomed to fail because the narcissist cannot stand stability. They cannot stand commonplace. They cannot stand being with one person for an extended period of time. That is why they are always looking for the next new shiny object, the next new relationship to enter, and for your relationship to implode. You see, you were doing something in the narcissistic relationship that they wanted you to do. You were doing multiple things, but one thing you were doing is you were putting out the fires that the narcissist was starting on purpose. And you thought that the narcissist was who they claimed to be. You didn't realize they were a toxic energy vampire, a person who doesn't have anything but disdain for you. And they look at all of your accomplishments and achievements as they never happened. They invalidate them. That's why so frequently your birthdays wouldn't be celebrated, holidays and on Valentine's Day and Christmases and things would be ruined and blown up, because the narcissist needs destruction. They need manipulation, confusion, and chaos. But why things continue to go sideways, or that things continue to spin out of control for the narcissist? Because they, number one, get worse over time. Number two, they don't believe anyone will ever figure out who they are. Number three, their sharpened skills get rustier as they age. Now you may say, well, not the narcissist I'm thinking about. Their skills were really razor sharp. Yeah, they were, and maybe they still are, but eventually they're gonna fade away. Just like this human vehicle that we're in, called a human body. It only lasts a certain amount of time, just like the skills of the narcissist. But what the narcissist doesn't realize is that more and more people on the planet are becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered, and they are understanding that they are the priority. They come first, second, and third, and they will no longer tolerate poor behavior. They now have boundaries. They can now say no, the strongest word in the English language. And remember, when you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. So when the narcissist has nowhere to turn, and they have no one else to abuse, and people aren't standing in line to see the performance that used to sell out to a standing room only audience, this is when the narcissist will have to introspect for even a quick moment. And they'll have to reflect and look back on their life and say, wow, I really did some damage here. I really blew up my own children's futures. I blew up all the spouses that I was married to. I blew up my own immediate family, my parents' relationships. I blew up my friendships. I blew up everything I could, because that's what I do. There is an old adage, which is the scorpion and the frog and scorpion are on the side of the stream, and the scorpion wants to get across the stream, and the frog says, hey, hop on my back, I'll give you a ride, I'll swim you across the stream. The scorpion says, sure, that sounds great. The scorpion jumps on the frog's back, it swims across to their side, and then the scorpion gets off and stings the frog, and the frog is stunned, and the frog says, why'd you do that? I just gave you a ride across the stream. And the scorpion looks at the frog and says, it's my nature. Think about what I'm sharing with you. That's the narcissist in the nutshell, and the frog was you. Now, using that parable, that's exactly what the narcissist does. They don't care about anybody. They just want to get across that stream. They want to get to the next level. They want to have more attributes and more acquisitions than the next person. They're always competing with people. They can't introspect. They can't change. They blow up relationships left, right, and center. So things will go sideways for the narcissist. Things always go sideways for the narcissist. And the narcissist is probably spiraling out of control right now as you're consuming this video and I'm creating it. But the narcissist, of course, doesn't want you to know that, because they need to keep the narrative going that they're living their best life and that they're in the best relationship, or they're at the best vacation spot, or they have the best job or the biggest bank account, etc. But all that is smoke and mirrors. At their core, the narcissist is stuck in their little Hollywood script rolling around in their tiny little brain, and that script has to keep repeating and repeating to themselves, I matter, I am valued, I am respected, people worship me, people look up to me, people need me, I need to destroy more lives, I need to create more confusion, I need to create more chaos, I need to manipulate more. They don't think like you think. So wrapping your head around what narcissism is, they don't wake up in the morning and say to themselves, wow, what a beautiful day. Today I think I'm gonna go to the beach and have a walk and have a picnic or go surfing or enjoy the day. They don't think that. They think, oh, today's a beautiful day. I'll put on my best bathing suit. I'll go down and flirt with the surf instructors. I'll go triangulate the wait staff with my spouse. I will go ghost and disappear my spouse because we're on vacation, because after I create that intentional argument, I will blow up the vacation or the day at the beach. You see, this is what the narcissist thinks. This is how they think. They don't think like you do. So wrapping your head around what narcissism is, it's really, really a very challenging and very, very difficult topic to understand. But once you get the wisdom and once you crack the code, you understand that going no contact with these people is the path. Blocking them, deleting them, removing them, and all fly monkeys and people associated with them is the path. If you can't do that, utilize Grey Rock. But all I'm sharing on the channel and on this video specifically is, don't think that the narcissist is going through life unscathed. They get turned down every single day. They are not who they claim to be. Their life does go sideways. They are not nearly as important as they think, but they need to keep people around them that pump up that fragile ego. And at one point, you were one of those people. You were either built-in supply, you were their spouse, their girlfriend, boyfriend, their best friend, you were a coworker, a colleague, you were their mom or dad or sibling, but eventually everybody wakes up. Now, does everybody get the wisdom and apply the tools? Absolutely not. But people don't tolerate things as much as they used to, let's say a couple of years ago. People are getting the wisdom, they're applying the tools, and they realize that the narcissist isn't living their best life at all. They're living a life of misery, of trouble, of creating fires, of misdirection, of stealing people's relationships, stealing people's money, stealing people's hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and crumbling them up like a sheet of paper and throwing them away in the freeway. Now, I don't say that to be graphic, and I don't want to trigger anybody or upset you. I'm just letting you know that if you are in a narcissistic relationship, you know that getting out is the path, and having and creating and executing an exit plan is the path. If you were in one, you're healing or you have healed. But any way you slice it, this relationship has changed you for the betterment. It has changed the narcissist in not a good way, because they lost the best thing they ever had in you. You are the beautiful, bright, shining light. You're the abundant person. You're the person that elevated the narcissist. You're the person that the narcissist cannot ever in a million years replace. But what happened? They took your relationship and they did whatever they could with it to destroy it after they took everything they possibly could, and then they went on to a new supply. And why they did that is because they believed that the next new shiny object was going to shine brighter and it was going to glimmer brighter. But many times the new supply is either a narcissist themselves, or they turn out to be not the person they claim to be, and the narcissist is stuck reeling, and they will experience a nasty narcissistic injury because now they don't have a go-to person. They don't have a person in their life to elevate them, to pay their bills, to love them, to provide for them, to nurture them, to raise the kids, etc. You see, the narcissist blows up anything they possibly can, and your relationship was just one in the line of relationships that the narcissist had blown up. The thing is, with you, it's your life. And that was my life as well. But post-narcissistic relationship, we now take the lifelong learning lessons from the past. We do not predict the future. We apply them in present day, and we live in the present moment. This is where the abundance happens. This is where the growth happens. This is where your life takes place, living, not existing without the narcissist and all of their baggage. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You're not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. I love you all. God bless you. And why the narcissist continues to lose control? They lose control over so many things. They just will never let you know it. When you were in the relationship, how many times did the narcissist tell you, yeah, my job's going horribly well and this person doesn't talk to me? And well, they would say things like that to play the victim card, but were they real? Probably not. So post-relationship, remember, the narcissist is in competition with everybody. Post-relationship, they want you stuck. They don't want you healing, and they want you thinking that they're living their best life. But that's not the truth. The truth is the narcissist is still stuck in their tiny little brain, and they can't escape that. That movie will never do anything other than hit repeat and be played over and over and over again for the narcissist. That is why they look for new shiny objects, new clean slates, people to absorb the toxicity and believe the false narrative. But those people are running dry. The energy sources of the narcissist are fading away. They are not as prevalent as they used to be, and the narcissist is having to work harder than ever to get supply sources these days. And you may say, well, it's pretty easy on a smartphone. Yeah, it is, but remember, we, the educated empaths and the empaths and the people who have risen through the fire like a phoenix and healed and put ourselves back together, we are growing in numbers. We are getting stronger and we are paying it forward. So that is why we are beginning to win this battle. I love you all. God bless you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.